Yes! What a good goal, Alan Pouton! And this time it is.
Tries to beat Gordon, gets a good cross in it, and Pouton. Oh, and it's a goal by Alan Pouton! And isn't he just happy about that?
What's it like to be back at the old place?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just having a look around the ground now, you know. It's been a few years since I took a game in, but it's fantastic to be invited back, and I'm really looking forward to today, you know.
What was it like your time at Grimsby Town?
I think we were speaking before, and it's I would say the 4.5 years here is probably the best time in my career. You know, I enjoyed it. I'll be honest, I enjoyed it at York when I was younger. Obviously moved on to Gillingham, it didn't work out, but this was the place, Grimsby, you know. And I know it might be a cliche, a lot of players in the past have said it, but this has got a special place in my heart, and that's honest, you know.
What's your most abiding memory of playing here?
It's hard to pick out one. You know, I look back the days when Steve Livingston was here and he clattered the keeper against Tranmere. The season was stayed up. I think that's set with the stay up, you know. Obviously the hat trick here, albeit 2 penalties. You've got the Liverpool game. So I would say on a personal note, it's got to be the hat trick, you know, finishing the last penalty at the Pouton end, you know. But from a game point of view, I would probably say Liverpool's up there, but maybe the last day of the season against Fulham when we had to stay up, and we got the 1-0 win against the champions at the time.
Fans really took to you when you was here, didn't they? Why do you think that was?
I don't know really. I think, you know, people say, oh, this and that, hard man. It was nothing to be about hard man. It's just every game I went out I'd give 100%, and I think that's all you can ask for, you know. People seeing that I may not have been the most talented, but just give it a go. And obviously I think the supporters appreciate who pay their money week in, week out. They appreciate players that give it a good shot, and I'd like to think that I did that, you know.
You scored quite a few goals for us, a few penalties in there as well.
I don't know about a few goals, I think it was about 11 or 12, wasn't it? But obviously the penalties were probably the main one where I got my ratio up. But yeah, no, I didn't mind taking the penalties. I might have missed 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But if there was anything to get on the score sheet, really, I know I didn't get too many goals, but it was nice to score.
Looking at a penalty the other day, and the keeper saved it, and ref made him take it again. Let you take it again, and then you scored.
Yeah.
Up in the roof of the net. Do you remember that one?
I think I got a second chance because I knew I'd blew it, but I think at the time Grovesy come up to us and said, "Are you sure you want to take it?" And there was no doubt in my mind, you know, it was a chance to get a hat trick, especially at the Pouton end, you know. So I didn't have any doubts the second time I was going to miss.
You're back here today, and we're playing Gateshead. Have you got something in your heart for Gateshead as well?
I mean, Gateshead's just across the river from Newcastle. Obviously, in Newcastle, I'm my big passion as well as Grimsby. I follow both teams, and you know, I keep an eye out for Gateshead because they've come a long way in a short space of time. You know, I think they're holding their own in the conference. That the crowds aren't massive, you know, 500 or 600, so they're doing really well. And like I say, obviously I follow Newcastle, keep an eye out for Grimsby and for Gateshead as well. So.
What do you make of where Grimsby Town are at the moment?
I think they've definitely picked up. You know, it's been a tough time. I think the last 10, 11 years have been really tough. And it's obviously the way football's going, you know, it's changing. I don't think it's a sport, if I'm honest, anymore. It's more of a business, especially the top end. But it's so hard for teams to keep competing year in, year out. You know? Hopefully the corner's been turned, and if we put a few good wins together, I think I was looking at the league and the games in hand, it can go second if obviously if Grimsby win their games. So, you know, I know it's Cambridge at the top, but hopefully, you know, they might falter, and if Grimsby can be there waiting, you know, just see what happens come May.
I don't know if you know, but our fans remember you for your stepovers.
Yeah, I don't know if there were stepovers or half stepovers, and I think I still get reminded all the time, and it's good, you know, it's a good laugh that the supporters can say that, because there were terrible stepovers, but I didn't have any pace, so I had to try and catch a defender off balance, at least half off balance, to try and get past them, because I was never going to outsprint them.
If he could do one for us today?
I don't think the knees will do it now. I think you better have an ambulance ready if I try one.